going to now talk about position sizes. Now, some of you might think, oh, why are they doing a lesson on position sizes? Position sizes are a lot more important than people realise, especially if you are someone who trades for a living. If you ever meet a professional trader and talk to them about position sizes, they will teach you how important it is in order to control the size of your position. A lot of new traders, especially people who open CFD accounts, risk way too much capital on single trades, and they are positioning themselves too large. We have some statistics that we've worked out. If you have a trade and you make a 5% loss, you have to then make on the next trade 5.3% in order to make your money back and get to break even. Now, that doesn't sound too bad, so risking 5% isn't the end of the world if you make a loss, because you can make tomorrow easily 5% back and end up at break even. But what you'll notice with this list, and it probably will be a good idea to get a pen and paper to write this down, as you go down you will notice something happening. So if you make a 10% loss, you have to make back 11.1% to break even. 15% loss, 17.6% to get back at break even. If you make a 20% loss, you then have to make a 25% profit in order to get back to break even. 30% loss, 42.9% to break even. If you make a loss of 40%, you need to make back 66.7%. Now 50%. If you start off with £100 and you make a 50% loss, you lose £50, you have £50 in your account left. You then have to make 100% return in order just to get break even. So with that £50, you have to double that to get back where you was before that loss. Are you starting to notice how important it is not to make big losses? Because it can be so hard to double your money on the stock market. Now 60% loss, 150% return in order to break even. 75% loss. So if you start off with £100 and you lose on 1 or 2 trades £75, you have £25 left. You then have to double that to get to 50, and then double that 50 to get back to where you was at £100. And this really puts things into perspective. A 90% loss, you have to make a 900% return in order to get back to break even, which is not going to happen. So it's so important that you do limit your position sizes, because we have so many videos on our eDVD about position sizes and talking through this. And once you've watched them lessons, you will realise why we've put this in this section of our website. So always think about how much you are risking, how big my position size is. If my stop loss gets hit, then how much capital am I going to lose out of my account? If the answer is getting above 5%, then you should not be trading that large.